Welcome to the Sixth Sense Foundation.
All she do is choose. 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 All she do is choose.
With the Art of Transition podcast. You see what it is, you see what's happening. I got a special guest here sitting on my brown couch today. You know, we start off, we usually, let our guests introduce themselves. This man.
People don't use our music to get high. They use our music to get by.
Right. Big Rube, Dungeon Family, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta, Southwest Atlanta strong. Most people in my age range will probably know me from Outkast and, Goody Mob and Dungeon Family and stuff, and a little bit younger than that, you might know me from Future. A little bit younger than that, you might know me for like Offset and stuff. I try to stay relevant. I don't really age discriminate, so, you know what I'm saying? Everybody think I'm their age, no matter how old they are.
You can relate, man. Our conversations are just so in-depth and inspiring. It's like you're somebody who can relate to everybody. You can touch each and every age group. So that really says a lot about who you are.
Well, I kind of, not in an arrogant way, but I pride myself on my ability to communicate. It's like it's frustrating to feel like you communicated an idea or a concept with somebody really well, but then they act like you like, come on, man. I mean, I know I went out of my way to you know what I'm saying? So it's like some people just not receiving, but I try to make whatever I'm doing as easy to receive as possible. For the most part, ain't nobody perfect. I get mad, then this shit ain't gonna be easy to receive, but it's gonna be simple. But you're not gonna want to receive it. But that's somebody have to push me a long way for all that type of shit, or it'd be this major disrespect. But for the most part, I try to example used to be at the dungeon and shit, and you 13, 14, 15, 16 motherfuckers. It's just gonna be some arguments and shit, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'd be sitting there chilling, watch TV, TV was up here, me and Ruben, and shit. Sitting on the sofa. They cross. I'd be like, man, y'all not even disagreeing. It's a misunderstanding. Both of y'all believe the same thing. He's saying this, you saying this in a different way because you slum, and then he think you goddamn bucking on him. Y'all motherfuckers agreeing with each other.
Yeah.
And they be like, oh, okay. Yeah, quit fucking arguing over agreement. Fuck out I'm trying to watch TV. But it's like, because I'll try to, how when you're in high school you have to take a debate.
Yeah.
And they don't give a fuck what you believe. Right? They don't give a fuck what you believe. They tell you you're for and you're against. And you have to be able to make an argument either way. You know what I'm saying? Slick teachers will switch you up right quick. As a matter of fact, you just argue. You know what I'm saying? So they just try to see your skills at communicating an idea. You don't have to actually believe it. But most of the shit I, say I believe, unless I'm talking to the police trying not to go to jail. But other than that, I got this saying where I say I never lie and rap at the same time. Like, so if it's a verse, it's true. You believe them shits.
That's rare.
You goddamn research. Ain't none of that shit not happened. They be talking about, how you come up with this? I ain't come up with nothing. That's how the shit was. I just might have took a little poetic artistic licensing and made it entertaining or made it slick in the way I talk. But the shit be, inspired by something. You know what I'm saying? That's really like, directly related to it for the most part. And that's how I relate, because I take, if an artist hit me up and say, yo, this is what, because I always make them talk to me on the phone, because, so I can get a feel for them.
Right, exactly.
This is what it is, let me hear a few words, George. I keep dropping the blunt.
Don't worry about it.
Because I'm fucking acting like Trump over here talking with my hands and shit. But, yeah, so once I figure out what the subject matter is going to be, and then I just, put it in, whatever I feel fits it. You know what I'm saying? Like my style, the style of the music, and then what it's talking about. So basically, it's just gonna obviously have to be something that I can get with as far as the subject matter. And then basically, it's like I'm gonna win the race. Just tell me what lane to drive in. It's like
I think that talking about relevance is really important. That you always make the truth relevant, and you talk on the truth a lot. You really believe on like.
Don't make the truth irrelevant. Talking the truth not be relevant. It's always relevant. I don't make it relevant. I might make it apparent. Like, cause a lot of motherfuckers like sweep shit under the rug. I'd rather like sweep that shit up, put it in the trash, take the rug outside and beat the fucking rug until it's clean. The fuck I want to make, the other side of the goddamn rug dirty for? Because I'm gonna tell you about me. I'd be like, say you was coming over, you fine, so you be coming over my house and shit. I made this shit look good as fuck in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I ain't cleaned that shit up too much, but I know it's dirty, so the whole time I'm sitting there like, man. So now I gotta clean shit up for real when she leave, cause like it's half-assed. And my homeboy, you like, God damn, you clean the shit up fast. I ain't cleaned up shit, nigga. But when the girl leave, I'm gonna actually clean it up, cause you did need to clean it up. But it's like, it's still there.
Yeah.
You just don't see it. So the truth is there. You know what I'm saying? If you look a little closer, you'll find it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they just try to hide the truth, but you can't get rid of it. You can't erase it.
True.
It's like on Pulp Fiction when dude was like, anything wrong with this car? He's like, nah. He's like, yeah, don't fucking, I get out there and find out the brakes don't work. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Except for the motherfucking brains in the back, it's tip top. So he was like, okay, well, it ain't got to be perfect as long as motherfucker don't look too close. You see what I'm saying? And that's these motherfuckers that are like who people want to call the adversary, the crackers, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with race. It's about power. Ain't got nothing to do with money, none of that shit. Money got something to do with it. Race got something to do with it. The actual crux of the matter is the least common denominator. It's about power.
People don't talk about that.
Power is when you say something and shit happen. Niggas start moving. Like you got a fucking more control in your hand. It ain't got nothing to do with money. Money is a tool that they use to exert, maintain, attain, and keep power. But that's just because, they get in your brain. Yeah. It's a fucking piece of paper. What make it worth more than the other fucking piece? It's a fucking piece of paper with a number wrote on it.
It's what people believe.
It's because they made an agreement a long time ago. Say, yo, this represents your share in the country. So you know what I'm saying? Bullshit. Because guess what? If gold $1,900 an ounce, the goddamn dollar ain't worth no motherfucking dollar.
You preaching today.
That's the reason prices change. It's not the fucking price that's changed, it's the value of your dollar. So you go back to 1970, and a motherfucker can get a gallon of gas for 60 cents or whatever it was before they had the gas crisis. Yeah, but the nigga rent one be like $80.
Yeah, super cheap.
So yeah, your rent $800 if you lucky, $1,000. So get what? Yeah, the gas got down $5-6, motherfucker. The fucking shit went up 10 times.
Yeah, even like the prices going to school.
Price of living went up 10 times. But the motherfucking, the cost of living went up 10 times, but your fucking, the raises, the pay raises don't match the acceleration rate. So it's what you call a non-sustainable model. You know what I'm saying? It's like America. It's like not just America, but any industrial. It's a theory that says, and don't quote me on this, y'all motherfuckers Google this shit. You know what I'm talking about? If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, Google this shit. How long can a industrial level society last? Now that means from about late 1800s, right? Is when we industrial revolution, right?
Okay.
The motherfuckers started factories and making shit, cars and shit like that. Okay, they burning fossil fuel. The earth don't make fossil fuel. That's dinosaur fat, so that's limited. Then methane and all that shit. Okay, that's dangerous. Plus you fucking net of water on fire. Then you're coal. Okay, that's fine, but that's dirty. Eventually, they say, oh, electricity. After you already fucked everything up, but this is the problem. The first car engine was electric.
I never knew that.
Off the rip. They never had to go to gasoline in the first place.
I never knew that.
But guess what? If I got like in my garage about 400 shirts that are supposed to be for dudes, but they kind of made a mistake and made them look like some girl shirts, and it come out and niggas start, well, I'm gonna promote that shit. Yeah, that shit look fresh.
Yeah.
Because I can sell these motherfucking shirts. I'm stuck with a bunch of bitch ass shirts that I ain't finna wear. That I supposed to sold, but now no nigga don't want to wear them, so I gotta make a nigga want to wear them. So I'm gonna pub, you know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about transition.
Fuck, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't been telling that. I'm like, boy, that shit fire, boy, they don't love these shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Because you gotta sell it.
Give me $10, you know what I'm saying? I gotta sell it. Because I'm stuck with it. Yeah. So, shit like, you got oil companies and all that shit, you need to sell that shit. You ain't gonna have so much Vaseline and goddamn, and KY. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get up off this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, get what? You can make a car engine combustible, just like how they had. Like, the idea comes from like if you see like the steamboats and the steam, like trains. Train ran on steam. They shove coal in there, make a fire, you make the steam, make the piston. Boom. They said we just gotta do it like that. So they use gasoline. So your car run off a bunch of miniature explosions. But the problem with that is it's a lot of waste and all the rest of that shit. But the first car motor was electric. But this is how they fucked the nigga up. Number one, a lot of people didn't trust electricity back then because they were scared of it. Number two, they was like, nah, but that shit's slow, it's not powerful. The gas engine is powerful. Which was kind of true in a up under the rug kind of way, when I'm talking about that rug. In a swept under the rug kind of way, yeah. More powerful than the ones that we know about. But over 100 years ago almost, it may have been over 100 years, Nikola Tesla made an electric car engine that went almost 100 miles per hour. The gas car didn't go, got that 1930 machine gun Kelly car didn't go 100 miles per hour.
Every time I talk to you, I learn something new. Every single time. I don't care if it's for 1 minute. I don't care if it's for 30 minutes. Like, I learned something new.
I'll tell you something, asshole shit on you. Trump shit on you. Thomas Edison shit on you. I'm gonna tell you why. Edison couldn't make up a bed. That motherfucker wasn't no scientist, he's a businessman. Which is why he came with the light company. Where you pay your fucking lights, it's his fault. Tesla said, fuck that, nigga, I got safe ass electricity, wireless. You don't have to build this ugly ass shit. Wireless, nigga, wireless. For free. When he said for free, they were like, hold up, playboy. Yeah. That was it. I said, you had us until you said for free. Nigga, it's a meeting with big ass corporations, shit, how they can, get power to the whole world. He's like, I'm gonna give it, give power to the whole world, motherfucker. This shit is like everywhere. Like, you don't have to, nah. What you was saying now, Tom? I was saying we get paid all this shit. And we don't use the goddamn shit. He talking about use my shit, direct current. Fuck all negative current. No, nigga, fuck direct current. Number one is direct current. He call his shit dangerous. That shit will blow your head off. Number two, it go about this far before it loses it. See, you got, when you put electricity through a wire got what they call resistance. Rubber got a lot of resistance. Metal doesn't. So it let electricity flow. You wrap it with rubber so the shit don't shock you because rubber got a lot of resistance. Okay, the resistance weakens the electricity. That's why longer cords have to be thicker because because a long cord, can't, burn up. If you make a long, see how long that cord is? If this was back in the day or something, it'd be way thicker than that. But the iPhone cord about this long? Yes. That shit's skinny as hell. If they make it long, gotta be thick.
True.
Yeah, don't be dirty minded. But you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about fucking electric cord. Yes. But for real though, it's the way electricity works, but with direct current, You know how they say DC, get the little block, you plug that shit in. It be for like little shit. You ever notice that? You can't run shit out no direct current. A fucking a phone charger, you know, old school. You put that shit. A fucking a Walkman or alarm clock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Simple stuff.
Because when you make it go far, it lose power. So you had to have a fucking power station every fucking almost like every fucking house had, you know. So he wanted power line shit everywhere. Nikola Tesla was like, bro, we can just put a couple power stations in each town and it'll make a big ass web of alternating current, fucking, you know what I'm saying, safe. It's not gonna kill you. You think I'm lying? You ever watch TV and you see them motherfucking magician shit and it'd be a big ass silver thing and they'd be throwing a whole bunch of electricity off and then they'll be touching it and making the electricity art like they're catching lightning? That's called a Tesla coil, because that's what he was talking about using.
Oh, talking about Tesla coils.
That's what it's called, Tesla coil.
Wow.
How come he can send thousands and thousands of volts of electricity through your ass and don't kill you? Because it ain't the volts that kill you, it's the amps. That's what niggas don't be knowing. And you gotta amp up DC way more than AC to get it go anywhere. So when they hit your ass, you getting hit with thousands of watts.
We in physics.
Not volts. That's what niggas don't understand. Lightning murk your ass because it's over 1,000 gigawatts. I'm sorry, 1,000 watts. So it's like a million watts. So it's like a gigawatt. You know what I'm saying? A gigawatt and a half. Now you got hot lightning and you got cold lightning.
How do you know this?
That's not good memory. Hot lightning lasts for about 1,000th of a second longer than cold lightning. It's the same exact temperature, moving the same exact speed as light. But you don't survive a strike from no lightning bolt. Niggas don't get hit by lightning. You get hit by like the lightning bolt be way the fuck over there and it arc off. And you get shocked by the static of that shit. But lightning bolt hits you, you explode, period. There ain't no making it through that. Because fucking temperature of the surface of the sun is all the blood in your body. Ain't no gonna be no hole. Every fucking liquid in your body will boil instantaneously, which means your eyeballs gonna pop out, your head gonna explode, your veins gonna explode, you're gonna burst. So niggas be talking about you ain't get hit by lightning, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That shit was like when you rub your socks, you know what I'm saying? Blowing you out your shoes. A lightning bolt hit you?
Yeah.
That shit, you know what I'm saying? People don't understand. So it's like, my point being, yeah, electricity is dangerous. In nature or whatever. Electricity is dangerous if you know, don't know what the fuck you're doing because you're not really a scientist. But Nikola Tesla was a fucking genius, period. Maybe the greatest man that ever walked the face of the earth. They discredited the man. Made it look like he was crazy, took him down. So you pay your fucking light bill. Tesla said, one day there'll be some type of device you can have in your pocket you'll be able to communicate with anybody in the world with. And it won't have no fucking wire on it. He said that shit before they even had one with a wire.
Look at this.
Now, John DeLorean, he made a car that don't tear up. It's stainless steel, so you don't paint it. They were like, bro, what the fuck wrong with you? You make shit don't tear up.
We need to make some money.
Wait, man, we made way more money out of parts than a car. Why you think we selling it to the niggas so cheap?
Yeah.
So I can tell niggas buy parts.
Yeah. That I know.
We know when it's gonna tear up. The warranty for 3 years is gonna tear up in 3 years and a month. We make it like that.
Brett, I just told
Your shit
me.
made out of steel. It doesn't have paint on it. It can't rust. It don't tear up. Why it don't tear up, folks? Because I made it not tear up, nigga. What's wrong with you? So, meet us at the hotel. Okay, cool. They sit down. And he thought he was going to talk to him, man, because, you know, DeLoreans are rare because they ain't make that many of them. It's a boutique car. He think he going to a meeting about some business. He sit down. Dude put a bag down like right. He said, what the fuck is that? Freeze! FBI! Locked his ass up for cocaine. That nigga literally said, what the fuck is, what's that? He didn't say, you got the dope, none of that, no money, nothing. This nigga sitting in there ready to talk about real business. It's on tape and everything. It's still like, look, police busted in and said free. He was like, what? Before they busted in, what the hell is that? Freeze.
The setup.
You think you just gonna make shit don't say up niggas for GM, Chrysler? Nigga, please.
I done told
You know what I'm saying?
my car was gonna cost $6K to fix. I said, what? I'm like, y'all give me my keys back.
Right. And then guess what? In the mail, you got some information about trading your car in on a new Audi.
Yeah,
I know you did.
that's how I go.
Because they was like, yeah, we'll charge $6,000. You can get it, but you pay that $6,000, get a whole new Audi. We'll give you $6,000 then we'll trade this shit in. Instead of paying $6,000, we'll give you $6,000. Not giving me $6,000, you're knocking $6,000 off some shit that was overcharged by $40,000 anyway. The shit cost $50,000. It cost y'all $3 to make it, and you're gonna charge me $70,000?
That's what they do.
Goddamn, the shit say 50. Yeah, but you get it fully loaded. No, I'm not. I didn't say that. I don't even want the shit for the 40.
I just paid it.
I can't afford that. Yes, you can. You've been aged. You take your old car and blah, 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 we can get it down to... I could kind of pay that shit here for fuck it.
Yeah.
Bam. Chain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Economic chain. Got your ass because you need them, you need shit.
Yeah.
It's just like a dog, you know what I'm saying? Take a dog and put his ass outside with some wolves, this shit be over with, man. That motherfucker can't make it without us because we made them. God ain't never made a dog before in his whole fucking existence, not on earth. God made wolves. Every dog come from wolves.
Yep. That's for sure.
Just like God made niggas and everybody else come from niggas. It ain't like we ain't the same, but I mean, shit, you know, steak is a little bit more pure than hamburger, period. But you gotta have steak. Hamburger come from steak, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But ain't now one of them niggas the original cow. So you know what I'm saying? Because we all come from somewhere, but we got DNA in common with the tree. But there's also shit that you can't explain, so you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Every time I go back to Africa, you take a DNA test, you have more African DNA. Like, nigga, you like 14% African. I was mostly Native American.
Man.
What the fuck wrong with you? You go back to fucking Africa. The reason to learn something and have knowledge is so that you can use it to your advantage. As in, like, I'm not learning shit so I can use it against people. I'm learning shit so I can use it for me. So it's like, if I learn that there's some bullshit, that helps me. I know that's bullshit now. It makes sense. Now you never did, now I do. It's bullshit. Because guess what? It don't fucking matter what color your skin is and shit when you the closest related fucking complex organism on the whole entire planet. If you ain't like single cell microscopic organism, human beings are more closely related than any other fucking like mammal or bird or anything.
Yeah.
Two chimps from two different sides of Africa are less related to each other than any one human being on the earth, period. We all come from one bloodline. One. Technically everything, all life, trees and everything come from one life point, but we ain't gonna go back that far. We're gonna go to where we can understand Homo Sapiens come from one Homo Sapien bloodline, which means to be a human being, you cannot be further removed than I think it's like 50th cousin. Everybody cousins. You have to be cousins minimum to be in the same race or species.
We know that.
So, guess what? The reason Cro-Magnon died out is because they was another type of man. They couldn't make babies, but we were competing for the same shit. You had Cro-Magnon. This is at least the hypothesis based on evidence. Cro-Magnon was smarter than us, but they were much less aggressive. Neanderthal was dumber than us, but they were more aggressive, but dumber. We was like that Goldilocks zone of smart and aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Just smart enough to goddamn be able to keep up with Cro-Magnon, but still hard enough to keep Neanderthal in his fucking ass. He come talking that shit. So like, but Neanderthal chromosome count was equal to ours. So we didn't kill them off. We just bred them into the Homo sapien race, which is when you get motherfuckers with red hair and freckles. And the reason, like how you say, how I come up with these words, we wouldn't be able to talk for one from Neanderthal. We wouldn't have the equipment. Like, it's like chimpanzees and gorillas. They can fucking do sign language type on the computer. They understand that shit. They just don't have the fucking the equipment.
Yeah.
We got the equipment to be able to make the complex sound we make to have a real language like we have from Neanderthals because of the way that they hunted. They was from where it was a little bit more colder. So they use vocal, to hunt. They use their vocals. So they didn't, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, we didn't, Africa had to be quiet and shit, so niggas didn't really use vocals. We was like this. Like the military and shit.
When did you learn that your voice, you as a human being, was like powerful?
I don't know really. I just kind of rapped it first, and then if you heard take me, shit sound funny as hell.
Really?
I mean, yeah, when I was like, real young, compared to that and shit, niggas sound like fucking, a kid, like, shit like that. But it's just funny, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I was on my cousin one day because they kept bugging me. And this was like, this is relevant to this shit too. My cousin Mark, my cousin Woody, we grew up together. Motherfucker kept saying, write me a rap. At this time, I'm about 16, 17. I've been rapping since I was 12. I said, nigga, if you gonna rap, I said, real niggas write their own raps. You know what I'm saying? This was like 1987.
Okay.
88. I said, nigga, write their own raps. Fuck that look like writing a rap for another nigga.
For you to go and recite.
Come on, man, come on. I said, okay. Now, mind you, I was 17. I'm just showing you how much the same nigga I was. I said, all right, I'll be right back. Let me go to the car. Now, matter of fact, I said, all right, get the pen. Both of them niggas, they was like this. My cousin Mark is like, they like a year and a half younger than me, but Woodoo was way younger. So it was like, I was like 17. Mark might have been about 15 and a half, 16, but this nigga Woodoo was like 12, 13. He said, how's this shit now? Motherfucking, he got like a thing where he do seminars and shit like that, and, you know, teach wealth and stuff. He doing real well for himself. But well, when this nigga was 12, Jesus Christ, that motherfucker was just so aggravating. Like we be riding and just bust out. I was like, man, you don't stop doing that bullshit, nigga. I ain't been driving 5 minutes, goddamn. So start this shit ain't funny, nigga. When we wrecking your ass, get thrown through the goddamn. So you know, it was like that. You know, we was real close, like brothers.
Right.
So they got their pens. I was like, write this down. Bitches on my mind. I can't hold back. Now's the time. Hold on. You ready? Bust a right nut, left nut in her jaw. I made a nigga right. All motherfucking 48 bars.
Wow.
And I said, all right, y'all practice that rap. I'll be right back. Went to the car. And got to take that jet got. Then my boy Wayne, who is Bone Crusher, we was in high school, told me, because him and this nigga named Willie used to DJ and talk about we mixed together. He said, hey man, you ain't never heard Born to Mac? I said, nah. By Too Short? Who the fuck is Too Short? Nigga, when you go to the store, it's a nigga standing in front of a red Cadillac. All right, check it out. I pulls that shit out the car. I goes back in there. I like, hey man, let me see the radio. He like, all right. I said, y'all keep rapping the raps. I turned that shit on. Bitch. Nigga started rapping. About halfway through the verse, nigga was like, that's why you write your own fucking raps.
It's like
Too Short told you Born to Mac. Cole said, yo, Too Short rap. I can do the same thing. Nigga. I say, what if I'd been selling you that rap? You went out to talking about you can rap. You went to a club, said Too Short rap. Fuck around, get your ass whooped, son.
Yeah, but
or just laughed at.
People might not know. They might not have heard that Too Short. Born to Mac.
Somebody heard it. Like Too Short.
Yeah.
When the nigga get all goddamn like what I say, that's how you get Timberland up. I catch you in the motherfucking club saying my rhymes talking about your road. If you get your ass whooped, nigga, we're not gonna have no discussion. I catch you saying my shit and it ain't no goddamn hip hop honors or a motherfucking I'm dead nigga or something, a comedy or something, but you walking around with one of y'all nigga Lil Walter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
Let's talk.
You remember that shit? Lil Walter got his ass shot, the fake Lil Walter on motherfucking Cadillac. You ever see Cadillac Records?
No, I mean, I saw Cadillac Records, but I don't remember that part.
You need to look at Cadillac Records again.
Okay, I'll look at it.
He got fucking shot because he was going around making money in clubs. Somebody was Lil Walter. And then he was whack. Then you ain't even good as this nigga. Like, you going around making my shit look crazy.
How did you transition to actually people hearing you?
Well, back then, we used to when you first started rapping, but when I first started rapping, I rapped like 3 years before I ever even wrote some shit down. So like, you know, niggas was used to freestyling and battle rapping. By the time I got like 15, I felt like, you know, I was decent enough to, you know, like I had figured out the concept of actually making, you know, I'm listening to music, of making a verse and then a hook and then a verse. You know, I knew that when I was 15, 16, I knew you both have a verse and a hook and a verse, you know what I'm saying? I'm listening to shit, LL and all that shit. Them niggas write a verse that short, and then they say a hook. Just like I said, this shit just like singing songs. It's just, you know, you rapping.
Yeah.
It's the same shit. But you rapping your shit. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, you saying it a different way. So we used to just sit around and rap all the time, like at school and shit. So niggas knew I could rap and draw. Nigga, he can rap, he can draw. Everybody know that. He can draw, he can rap, he can, you know what I'm saying? So we be out there like goddamn, you know, just beating on the coke machine during lunch and motherfucker beating on the tables and you know what I'm saying?
Anything.
And then we busting, you know what I'm saying? So eventually, just through a matter of just situation of where we lived at, you know what I'm saying? I met niggas like Cool Breeze, he went to the same school as me. Rico went to the same school as me. Half of the niggas done from me went to the same school as me or knew some niggas that I knew, so it's like niggas just happened to kind of just hang in the same clubs and all that kind of stuff. We just hung together as friends. Niggas wouldn't even think about really doing music like that. I was gonna do music regardless. If I'd have never got a record deal, I'd still be doing the shit whether a nigga want to hear it or not. I listen to it. But it was like you didn't have in your mind about no rap record deal or nothing from Atlanta at that time. Cause it's like shit, even New York, you forget that shit. But eventually, it became to the point where people was getting a little chance to do little things. And you started getting a little eyeball coming down here in Atlanta, just a little bit of enough to say that we had a music industry. You had Dallas Austin, you had Jermaine Dupri.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You had niggas coming up, you know what I'm saying? So eventually I was like, you know what, man? Cause Sleepy was goddamn working with and Ray was working with this dude, Joe Karn. He's Gene Karn's son. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I ain't seen him in a long time, pretty sure, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he's doing all right and all that. But back then, I considered him to be a bitch ass nigga, so, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, nigga pussy as fuck, man. How you gonna come over here all the time, nigga won't do a nigga no beat? And then, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? This shit really whack. So goddamn, I mean, he playing shit, but I like this shit, you know, really sound like rap shit. So Sleepy them was going over there, he had equipment and shit. And they had got some shit going. Ray was over there, Sleepy was over there. That's how we met Ray. And I don't know the exact way it went, but apparently, nigga, like when he was meeting people and stuff, he was taking credit for, say, Sleepy and Ray's work.
Ooh.
Or Sleepy's work or whatever. He like, man, they took credit for my beat. I said, man, I've been telling you bitch ass nigga all the real, they won't go over there, but look, what do we need? For real, I don't go over there for that nigga. I don't need no beef from that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what do we need so that we don't have to fuck with him no more? I said just like that. I said, what do I need to do when we don't have to fuck with this nigga no more?
Resources.
He said, shit, they got a new beat machine called MPC. That shit so fire, we had one of them. I said, I'm gonna buy one Monday. Then he just started laughing. I'm like, well, he said, man, she got like $3,000. I said, I'm gonna buy one Monday. So.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, 1989 is a lot of money. So I went and got down and had my mama get out there and get my last little bit of money out the bank that I done got down. I already done got down, spent it all, got down. I got a car, and as soon as I graduated, got down high school, I got locked up on robbery, aggravated assault. So that went to a lawyer, almost all of it. Had a couple of G left over. She let me out. I was like, fuck it, man, you know, shit. This shit right here can turn into something. She's like, all right, because she knew Rico and shit. She you know what I'm saying? She trusts me shit. So I got down. Bam, got the money. Monday, I pulled up at the dungeon. Like, what's up, y'all? I was like, what's up, everybody? Like, let go. Let go where? To get the goddamn thing. I don't know. You know, I don't know where the shit is at. Where the fuck is Guitar Center? Where the fuck is Guitar Center? I ain't never heard that shit before. It wasn't even Guitar Center. It was like something. I don't know. But either way, we pulled up. He's like, there it is right there. And she was like, like on fucking Wu-Tang when he kept going down looking at SB12. You know what I'm trying? He eventually tried to steal it and dude looked at him like, bro, put that shit back, man.
Come on, man.
Before the old man see you, nigga, you can't just steal that SB12 out in the middle of the store. Fuck wrong with you? So anyway, we walked up on it, not stealing it, and the motherfucking guy can't help you. Yeah, motherfucker, you can give me one of these. That's the only one we got. Well, give me this one for a discount. So he took a couple dollars off of it, and it was like, we got that shit to the crib. I had to take it and show my mama first so she might spend money on some bullshit.
Yes, sir.
And then goddamn, we took that shit to the crib, hooked it up. First, just headphones. Sleepy fucking with it. KP was one of the only niggas we knew how to fuck with the MPs. He fucking with it. Ray came over there, walked in like he invented the shit, did a beat and left. And goddamn, woke up the next morning, Rico done went and bought motherfucking a mixer, speakers, everything. Cause I know how Rico is now anyway. In his mind, he was like, goddamn, niggas even spent 3 stacks. Like, shit. I'm gonna goddamn invest in shit too, nigga, believing it that much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, I just said, don't say no ignorant ass shit and we good.
You believed in yourself, you believed in your homeboy, and your
I
abilities.
ain't gonna do nothing for it, man. We gotta just do that shit, but we need to like not fuck with pussy niggas. That's all my thing. No pussy niggas and no ignorant ass raps.
Yeah.
They're my only 2 rules. No pussies, no ignorance.
How did you have the intuition to not fuck with Buddy though?
He was a whack ass nigga, ain't fuck with that nigga.
You already
Like, man, he didn't want to really, you know what I'm saying, do no work. And nigga, nigga, to be honest with you, was working on the fucking Alesis in 1989. Fuck out of here, nigga, they ain't had no SB12. Shit whack as hell. We wouldn't got to state of the art shit. MPC 60, media processing center 60. First beat machine we had. And you know, so now I can't be shit come from. But my point is, I felt like one day sitting around like, man, this nigga can sing, this nigga can dance, y'all niggas be doing all that shit. I rap, he rap. You know what I'm saying? All the homeboys got together doing this shit. Let's just do we need to record some of this shit or something. The only reason I knew anything about that shit was because when I was younger, my mom got me a keyboard and a Yamaha. I had a Casio first, like everybody else. I had a real, like a Yamaha keyboard. And I knew it, and I ain't read now book or nothing, but I just found out some kind of way that when you push that bitch, they go beep, 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 beep. Every time you play, repeat. So I learned goddamn in about, Woodland turned to Tri-City. I learned about in 10th grade that you could do that shit on the keyboard. So, you know, nigga playing Paid in Full and Girls by Beastie Boys, anything you can come up with. Okay, like I can read music, like I can play like, you know, do.
You can play melody.
Make that shit motherfucking repeat. Then when you hit the drum, that shit repeat. So you got your shit going, then you can stand there and rap to it. Oh man, you can goddamn make this shit just keep going and stand there and rap to it, like without goddamn, you know.
Yeah.
That's how they make me doing that shit. So I understood that concept, but it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? And then, but when them niggas goddamn came together and started doing the beats and the shit started really turning into something, I was just like, shit, I could see it. I knew it was something. And that's just, you know what I'm saying, my roundabout way of saying that it's not that I know nothing more than nobody else and none of that shit. I ain't really even teaching the nigga. Nothing. I'm just like, look, man, you don't see that shit right there? I know you see it kind of, but you ain't really paying no attention to it. I just kind of try to get niggas focused. It's like, okay, I'm a spotter. You have to work out and you have to have somebody stand right there. They don't have to lift the weight. They just need to be right there. Just can't get a little back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You about to fall.
Yeah.
You don't know. I ain't muscling you. I ain't being invasive or whatever. I'm not trying to tell you. Add me some shit. It did piss me off. But my point is, I'm just there to help you go the way you're going or trying to go. So when that extra motherfucker there trying to, because there's going to be niggas trying to distract you from going there.
Sure.
Well, everything is equal opposite reaction. It got to be somebody trying to undistract you. If it's niggas trying to fuck you up, it got to be somebody trying to help you. That's just, it's a law of the universe. If ain't nobody, nigga, don't nobody try. If ain't nobody helping nobody, then ain't nobody hurting nobody either. It's impossible to not help people if people is hurting people. You know, that's just the way our shit work. You think I'm lying, take your batteries out the remote and put them in backwards. Then try to turn the TV off. Put them in the same way and try to turn the TV off. No, nigga, one go that way, one go that way. They got to do it at the same time. You go opposite or it don't flow. That's alternating current.
Yes.
Fuck. What's that nigga name? Edison. Fuck Edison. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Nixon. Fuck motherfucking the nigga that was after Nixon. I mean after Kennedy. Fuck goddamn George Bush, Herbert Walker, and W. But not as much as Trump, nigga. Fuck Trump for real. I'm gonna make a song called called Trump Duck. You know what I'm saying? Cause we play with words like that. We call it outcast lingo. It's just dump truck.
Yeah.
Trump Duck.
I go to sleep.
That brings me to, I just got a VR, a fucking Oculus Quest. What? Stop playing. Stop playing. I'm talking about, look, Shawty. Look on my Facebook page. It say this shit ain't easy. I found a goddamn, it's just a bullshit little game online you can play for free. You SpiderMan, you got your goddamn, you gotta try to goddamn do that shit without running in the goddamn walls and motherfucking, and at the same time you gotta get these crystals and shit, but it's just like his hands and shit. But it's your hands, so it's like, but you gotta do that shit. So you be like,
so you gotta keep your mind sharp.
I mean, it's just like if you, okay, for example, you do, what you like doing? You do yoga and shit like that?
I like yoga, yeah.
Okay, say you wanna do some yoga. You throw the shit on, put in, you put the program. You might have a whole class. You can actually have your friends, they can get a career, but they got them too. You see friends and shit, so it's like, you can have a yoga instructor, they got boxing, they got all that shit. So,
wow.
You know, so it's not just like a couch potato shit. That shit fire. The Oculus Quest.
I want to see
I'll
it.
show you. I'll show it to you. If you would have came to my house to do this shit, then I probably would have had it on.
Yeah.
That
I want to
shit
see
is
that
stupid
shit.
fun. And then you, like, a nigga going on Facebook and shit, right? Okay, now, for example, they got this shit called the big screen. On the big screen, it's just like it sounds. You go to a movie theater. Just like I'm sitting here looking at you now. I could be sitting in a room that start right here. There's a big ass movie theater and it feel like it because, like I said, visual.
Yeah.
And that shit ridiculously real as far as the perception of you really in that environment. Because when you turn, you can look away from the TV. You see the wall behind the TV. You see the dirty ass floor, but whatever.
Yeah.
I put my goddamn shit on like this right here.
Uh-huh.
It's like, God damn.
So
I forgot what my back patio looked like in the virtual. This shit like a big ass back patio with big ass palm trees. I don't know what planet we on because that shit turned to mesas and palm trees on the edge of the fucking valley with some mountains.
It's a whole new world.
And so, yeah, and then this shit like, I got one board that I chill on, like, you know how you be on the computer and you have your favorite backgrounds on your phone, whatever. Look at it like that. But say when I go to my home screen, I'm in outer space inside some hover looking shit. Just floating in space with a big ass screen in front of me and I'm goddamn picking apps and shit. Shit's crazy, son.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, you put that shit on, it's like, it's just, all it is just like anything else. You want to immerse yourself. Dude made virtual reality in like the 70s or something. This is Cracker Hill roster. Big ass dreads and shit, cool as fuck. Tell you don't smoke weed and make computer shit. But when he invented shit, he said, I didn't invent shit just for motherfucker try to make a game out of it. That's one aspect of it. He said, because he like music and shit. If I remember this correctly, if I'm misquoting you, sir, it was a very long time ago. I don't think I was even 20. But he was like, I made it so that you could do things that you could think of that were, for the most part, impossible in the real world. But in the virtual world, the theoretical can be actually kind of practically applied, which is, and the fucking pathway for that was software. Virtual reality is just a software world. It's still hardware. You need one piece of hardware. Fool your fucking eyes into believing you see that shit. After that, it's chrome. So you look at my Facebook play. I'm riding a goddamn, I got this shit called roller coasters. I'm riding a roller coaster, but you can either race, ride the roller coaster regular, but you can shoot like that. You got these little thing, you shoot targets and shit.
Man, I definitely got to
that
see
shit
that.
tight as fuck, Charlie. They got like gun range, they got like, you can go fishing. But not just that though, but they got like, you play racing and all that shit. Like, I got the Darth Vader shit. I got like move everything back in the living room because you gotta have another room.
You gonna be fucking shit.
No, it ain't fuck shit. You gotta be safe with it.
Okay.
Because what it does is, they done thought of all this. They ain't just give you shit to block your vision and just let you just ride off. You have to do what they call a guardian. So say you got to clear. You find a big clear area. Like say we clear your flow back. Like matter of fact, I need to come over here and play my shit. Your shit is.
Yeah, all this shit moves.
I'm saying you got a lot of fucking room.
I really believe in
I
transition.
just brought that shit with me.
And like moving shit around.
You move the shit out of the way, you have a big clear area. And then you take the thing, you aim it at the floor, it look like a laser. And you make a big ass laser square. That's considered the safe area.
Got it.
If you go too close to the edge of that square, it'll cut that shit out where you see.
Okay, good.
So you can't do asshole shit. You gotta make a guardian to play. If it ain't enough room, it'll tell you ain't no room for a guardian, so you can play in stationary position. And in stationary position, you have to sit down. You put a little circle around you like you have to sit down.
And you can't
so if you're gonna play sit down, like, you can't do all this. It's gonna be like,
I be jumping even when we have
that's cool.
I'm like,
no, that's cool. But that's when you clear the floor.
Okay.
But if you gotta have enough room so you can make a safety area. But anyway, I had enough room in the living room, but it's kind of like the way I had the shit drawn. I was like, I'm gonna have to move this shit all the way back, cause on the little Darth Vader game, when they first train you, little thing come out and it be like flying around and trying to shoot you and shit, like on Star Wars. You got to block that shit with your lightsaber and you use the force and shit. But if you touch that little barrier, that shit'll flip around the whole other way and then shoot you in your back. So you might want to have another room, but the shit just so ill when you see it. You see it, damn, you should came up my house. Good play that shit.
Can help with I think stuff like that
I
helps
find
with
I like play
imagination.
video games. I kidnap you.
I haven't played video games
games,
in like forever, but from what I'm learning, like that shit is making hella bread. It's widening people's imaginations. Like people are also using it as therapy. People are using it for like training, like all different types of shit. Like I didn't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I literally had no clue.
Think about it like this: you gotta go in. military application, police, you know, they been using that shit. Think you can send a little robot in there, disarm bomb, whatever. Throw them shits on. It'd be way more easy to control the robot and to be more minute if it looked like you're looking through his eyes instead of on the screen.
True.
Or definitely not the old school looking at it like that. That's why now when you get drones, they be having a camera on them. You never know that? All drones have a camera now. But now, you can have VR drone so that when the motherfuckers be like murking your ass overseas and shit, they don't have to lose no soldiers. They got niggas sitting in the motherfucking room.
Yeah. That's
been sitting around since the 70s playing video games. So, what you don't understand about this generation, okay, you got millennials, right?
Yeah.
Before that, what you got? Like, what they call them niggas?
What's before millennials? I don't even know. I'm blanking.
Generation Next. And then it's us, X. Okay. You got X and X and millennials. With X, they started to, when I was about 10, 11, Atari came out. One button, joystick. Batman, don't come, all that shit. Yeah. They came out with like in television, Atari 5200, ColecoVision. It just started getting crunk. Nigga had steering wheel driving cars, you know what I'm saying? That thing, you got airbox, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, Sega Master System, blah, 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 blah. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, virtual reality. It's all the same shit, but get what? 3 generations of niggas using their eyes to train. They find, which we already got some of the finest motor control as far as the type of shit that you know, like motherfuckers be having like claws and talons and shit. We got hands and shit. Don't be having hands.
Yeah.
It's 206 bones in our body. I think 100 of them in the hands. If you know, baby, got more bones than folk. My point is, 100 in your hands. That means that's where all the goddamn bones is at. But that's because you need to be able to, you know what I mean? So I don't care how smart you is, if you got some baseball mid-ass hands, you can't express your idea because it's you more advanced than like your surroundings or whatever. It's like a nigga know how to make a time machine, but the shit he need to make it don't exist yet. But if he had that shit, he straight to make it. Like, man, some bullshit. Fuck, I get stuck back here for a couple. If I just had some goddamn columnium and some goddamn unobtainium, I could just make this shit. But that shit won't be discovered for, you know what I'm saying? It's
I believe you could do it. You a genius.
So a nigga knowledge is like useless. So a nigga like, I want to know the future for what? You can't use it now? Why would you want to know the future?
You ain't got the resources.
See, I'm gonna tell you why it's impossible to know the future. Because knowing the future changed that. If I knew what was gonna happen, that ain't gonna happen no more. So now I don't know what's gonna happen. And then I find out what's gonna happen again. Then that ain't gonna happen no more. Because now I know what's gonna happen. It's just like saying I was gonna get shot in the morning, but they couldn't tell me I'm gonna get shot in the morning, so I'm gonna go out there and get shot. Right. It didn't happen. Directly related to the fact that I knew it was gonna happen. Yeah. Now I don't know what's gonna happen. So damn, I need you time machine again to find out what's gonna happen. Oh damn, I'm gonna get ran over by a bus, so I'm gonna get ran over by the bus. Cause I know I'm gonna get ran over by a fucking bus. Why would I let myself get ran over by a fucking bus? So if you got knowledge, I don't give a fuck how what you call that shit, above reproach, all that, man, suck my dick, nigga. If you knew some shit was gonna happen bad, and you can fucking stop it from you and the people you love, you gonna fucking stop it. You ain't gonna give a damn about no time rules and all that shit, nigga. This ain't Star Trek, nigga. You tell me I'm gonna die tomorrow, nigga ain't gonna die tomorrow. No. Like, unless I'm going the natural way. I can do about that. But if you say, oh, nigga, if you go outside, you gonna die. Well, go outside then.
I'm gonna say right here is what I'm gonna do.
Even if I don't believe in what you're talking about. Even if there's a small chance. Because I'm a math ass nigga. That's why I know it's fucking intelligent life and all the rest of that shit. It's just, it's just math. Yes, things you be having all them arguments. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You can't argue with a number, folks.
How do you keep your brain sharp? Like literally knowing all of this information, like you playing these video games.
Still sharp. You gotta use still to sharpen still. You gotta use brains to sharpen brains. So like I'm saying, it's communication. I'm telling you, communication is the key.
Yes, sir.
I pride myself on communication because if you can connect with somebody, that's true communication. Words are just like a tiny ass, little bitty ass, infinitesimal, small ass part of communication.
Yes.
It helps, but
we have this.
Text somebody all day and why don't y'all get mad? Straight misunderstanding because you reading that shit in you know what I'm saying, you watch shit. Stella got a groove bag on. He fucking, did that nigga just, you know what I'm saying? No, I didn't. If I would been talking to you and looking at you, you wouldn't even misunderstood the shit. There ain't nothing wrong with texting, but I mean, you know.
Yeah. It's not it.
This is the problem. The written word, it's the reason when you read old books, it's so fucking overly descriptive. Because it's wrote down. If a nigga just tell you the facts, nigga, that ain't no book. That's a motherfucking manual. If a nigga want to try to get your attention, he got to make it way you feel like you're in it and conversating. So he has to make a descriptive ass way of describing it. Yeah. That's fucking poetry and verse and shit. It's wrote down. You read it out of a book. You got to feel like you want you to feel. Then you got an actor. An actor don't have to be as overt as the written word. But if you acting on stage, you got to be overt. Because you getting way out there.
Oh, yeah.
Then they got movies. Y'all can be more subtle. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the way down to like nigga just, you know what I'm saying, reality shows. Nigga, I ain't got to do shit. Just, you know.
Because you can engage the senses in those different ways.
It's just that you get niggas interested in anything, like a little piece of paper. That they say worth money, you know, a little piece of paper.
Yeah.
You trade these little paper. At least back in the day when they had coins and shit was made out of the shit. I got gold coins, silver coins. Yeah, that shit worth something. It's the actual shit.
Now they can't find coins.
You might have you make, I know what I'm saying. Look, I coin out a nickel and shit.
Yeah.
The penny worth more than that shit. It costs $1.50 to make a penny.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Fuck gonna cost $1.50 to make some shit. Paper and shit. If I had a whole bunch of pennies, when the fuck I roll them up, nigga, what you need to do is find a machine that can stretch them and scratch them and stretch them out, because it'd be worth twice as much if you go and sell it for copper as opposed to fucking a penny, because a penny's actual substance is worth more than its face value. It's worth a penny in trade, which ain't really worth a penny, but it's the actual $1.50 worth of fucking copper.
Man, how many people know that?
You discover John.
How do people know that, man?
Because you can just look in the paper. Copper is trading at this much.
Yeah.
It's this much copper in a penny. This shit worth more than a penny. What the fuck? Like, for example, I always laugh because remember when the gas went up to like $6, $7?
Yes.
Okay. Why you still charging me more for premium when premium is cut, like with ethanol? They cut it with like, they make it thinner and burn, you know what I'm saying? So technically, the cheaper gas, the 87 and whatever, the 85, whatever the fuck it is, should cost more, because now gas is so fucking high. The pure gas, whether it's more efficient or not, is technically worth more fucking money. Because you can take the pure gas and cut it.
Never thought about that.
Because gas high as fuck. But why are you still charging me more for the cut shit? Because in our minds,
we don't know no better?
No, 89 better than it worked better in the car. My point is, a nigga don't give a fuck about how much shit costs. He give a fuck about how much it just inconvenience him. You know what I'm saying? And not having the money for shit, inconveniencing as fuck. So you know what I'm saying? If you got money for shit, nigga don't be giving. You ain't never know a nigga with money.
Yeah.
How much you got? Because you got some bread.
Yeah.
You got power to motherfucking control your environment, but that's how you get power in this motherfucker. Tesla was just gonna give away power for free. That means no hunger, no starvation, probably no crime, none of that shit. We'll be at least 500 years. Minimum 250. More advanced than we are right now. Nigga would have had the iPhone. Nigga Ricky Ricardo would have had the iPhone. Lucy, I fucking kill you. City, call this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I just love that shit. And then the nigga Eddie Murphy say, tell that bitch, Ricky. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we slowed down because motherfuckers is so either greedy. It's two reasons. Either you just greedy or you fucking scared and ignorant and slow. Either way, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Greed ain't what it is, and ignorant and slow get you out of our race chain, period. Get the fuck out of here.
Have some courage.
Roll us back, evolve.
Have some courage, do something.
But they ain't scared, they greedy. Let me tell you why.
Why?
One time I was looking at, I ain't gonna say that corporations be doing this because they do, but I ain't gonna say that. But what I'm gonna say is this. I'm looking at some Superman shit one time, the nigga Les Luthor, genius. He had the cure for like, I don't know, cancer, AIDS or something, cancer. But it was like, oh yeah, he was like, no nigga, what you're gonna do is find a way to make my cure that I made up into a treatment. Go down there and water this shit down. This is a cure for cancer. We're not selling that. We're gonna sell cancer treatment to help people manage their shit over time. Because it's only so much I can sell you one shot of one pill for. I mean, even if it's fucking $1 million, I mean, come on, bro. But get what? I can make 10, 20 million off you and your insurance, goddamn, just give you some shit that's barely keeping your ass alive.
That's sad. It's sad. The prices of medicines right now, like, have gotten so exorbitantly high. It's ridiculous. The price of
majority of all like powers that be indiscretion that they don't want to talk about that they had, or a fucking social type of disgrace type thing happened because of a need. For example, crack get thrown out of England, come over here. The Indian be like, oh, yeah, have some maize, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, just kind of remind me of corn. Make some big ass corn. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can eat a turkey, blah, blah, blah. We cool. Bow, get the fuck out of my land. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, pimp. First of all, we don't believe in owning land. Second of all, if we did, we were here.
Been here.
Christopher Columbus discovered America. False. Because goddamn, number one, it's called America because America Vespucci. Number two, Leif Erikson came before him. Number three, niggas and goddamn Indians. I mean, say niggas and Asians came over here anyway from Africa and Asia, and then shit something, and then you know mixed together, and you got Mexicans and all the rest of that shit. So what the fuck you mean you
said that in class?
Not like that, but I'm saying I was just like, my point. That's why I said he did discovery. I said I put false, and up under there because I knew the people were gonna say it wrong. He conquered it. She disagreed. I disagreed back. She disagreed. I disagreed back. Alright, cool, whatever. I told her, I said, if I would have come on your house, kick your motherfucking door in and lay everybody down that motherfucker, I said, just like that. The judge ain't want to hear about no goddamn manifest destiny. And then I walked out. That was 10th grade. And she ain't never like that shit. So I did some asshole shit. And Miss Zimmerman, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Goddamn, we watched some shit on Hitler one day. And then she had left out of class, came back in. And me abusing my goddamn, when you asked me how I knew my voice was, you know what I'm saying? Abusing this shit. I had everybody do the high Hitler to that bitch. And that, you know, her heart almost dropped out of her chest.
Oh my God.
Zimmerman.
This was high school. This man had the whole class.
Shawty just walked out. So me and my homeboy sitting there laughing. My homeboy got down, Cordell, he passed away. Cool ass nigga and shit. Laughing like, what, like 10th grade or whatever. They bitch done walked out. So, you know, we don't even, I ain't even know I thought bitch had to go back and piss again or something. So, goddamn, she came back in. Do not ever do the Heil Hitler sign. Shit, why not? You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker goddamn come kick your door in and take your house and he goddamn put his hand as he house, he ain't saying nothing about no Hitler. Give a fuck about that shit. Because I was looking at it like shouting. For all I know, if you want to lie about that, you can lie about that. I don't give a fuck. How the fuck I know? I don't know what the fuck happened before I was born.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Shit happened since then, but I try to remember it. If you got a motherfucking brain, use it. No memory is perfect because memory is affected by emotion, all kind of other shit. As a matter of fact, eyewitness testimony is the worst fucking evidence you could ever have, which is why cameras, you know, why so many niggas in jail is supposed to be in there. But you know what I'm saying?
Sad.
Like 15 cameras, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You want to see the goddamn VR of it, nigga, we got you dead to right. Just go on and stop tripping.
That's you.
Motherfucker, look at it like this. Apple is the second most profitable company in the world under Exxon. Matter of fact, their lines is like this. Sometimes Apple is the most profitable. But Apple don't employ, you know how many niggas work for Exxon? That's a lot. That's where most gas come from. Way more than Apple. Apple got like 2,000-3,000 employees. It's like a building in fucking whatever, Seattle, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't like, you
know circular.
But see, they said, you know what? We done fucked the company off and got rid of Steve because it was Steve's fucking company. Steve was the Edison. Wozniak was the fucking Tesla. But instead of Edison murking Tesla, he joined up with him in that case. He said, nigga, I don't give a fuck how you make that shit work. Just make it look like this right here. This shit pretty as fuck. You see that shit look? Shit. I like, niggas was hiding their computer because of a big ugly ass joint. When you got a Mac, you like, nigga, look at this shit.
Yeah.
You can see the inside of that shit. That shit tight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit was tight.
Yeah.
He understood what you see influences you, even on shit you need. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, them crap got there and get blinded you. You know what I'm saying? Like my homeboy told my virtual reality, they're gonna take over your mind. I said, nigga,
What?
it's an LCD TV screen focused through 2 lenses. Nigga, you been watching TV. It's just smooth up. TV been fucking your brain up. You mean virtual reality ain't gonna fuck your mind up. What you talking about, man? But anyway, I interpret what I feel. Most time, listen, I ain't no butt-inchky ass nigga. I don't really be telling niggas, you always tell me, because you asked me, nigga. I swear to God. Most of the time you hear me talking, somebody ask me a question, most of the time motherfuckers tell me about my business or you let you ask me a question. I mean, I ain't gonna be rude, but I'm saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, well, you do all them verses? Yeah, I didn't call them niggas, they called me. When niggas ask me to talk, that's when I talk. So I'm assuming I'm helping, serve a need or a want. I'm not goddamn forcing my shit on niggas. So that's why I was saying, like, you spot a motherfucker, you don't goddamn get in there and get too forceful, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not for you to do.
Gotcha.
You hear, just like, I'm my brother's keeper. You supposed to try to help a nigga do what he's supposed to be trying to do or what he want to do or what he trying to do, not what you want to do. It ain't gonna fuck what you want a nigga to do. Why you don't supposed to want a nigga to do nothing. Unless you want to do something for you. But just say you want to do something for you. They can do it or they don't. All that extra shit.
Yeah.
It's some bullshit. Nigga be talking about, it's 8/16. No, it's not, nigga. It's a half. Just say 1/2.
Yeah.
Why you gotta say 8/16? How many times 2 going to 8? How many times 8 going to 8? 1. How many times 8 going to 16? 2. It's a half. That's as low as you can get. Least common denominator. I understand a half way more than 8/16.
Just say that. Well, you want to be fancy,
Say half,
you want
nigga.
to decorate.
How much is it? All about 8/16 of it? Man, come on, Spock. It's fucking half.
Yeah.
Half.
Yeah.
Hey, to my 8/16. 8/16 is my nuts. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So motherfucker try to make the shit like convoluted, saying the same thing, actually the same thing, trying to trick you and come with different answers. But I'm telling you about me. I understand all the different ways you could possibly add that shit. A couple of you don't because you fucked it up. But you can't just keep asking me or telling me the same. Number one, if I give you an answer about some shit, that's the answer, nigga. Don't ask me, boy. I'm gonna either say yes or no. You're not gonna fucking convince me, period, once I said that. If it's yes, it's yes. If no, no. Nigga, you don't like the answer. I have no fucking questions. But my thing is this. You cannot try to exert your influence over other people too much. Whatever influence you have over other people, they give you. But let them give it to you. Once you start trying to goddamn take shit that's supposed to only be given, that's when you know what I'm saying? That's when you got to goddamn duck trunk, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's a soundbite for your motherfucking ass right there. Do not try to take shit that should be given.
Yeah,
It's
why
big
the fuck you don't
rules
take some
for
shit
you.
that they already giving you? It's just like when niggas go to a party or something, and they got like a big buffet and you eat much you want to, and people stuff shit in their pocketbook. They gave it to you, but you could just say it in a little plate. Yeah. It was free in the first place, why you hiding in your pocket? Just nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm called niggerizing. When you get your car or something, then you put some ugly ass ring on it. You like, nigga, tell you something about you drove about that goddamn car lot. That's how you talk. You drove that goddamn car lot. That car went down my goddamn half again. You put them goddamn nigga ass rims on there, you ain't gonna goddamn you gonna owe them some goddamn money, boy. You know what I'm saying? That's how you was.
True.
That motherfucker right there, boy, my Uncle Doug, man. That's his right there, boy. Gutter with it. But, smart as a motherfucker. So, I came up around a lot of people that just, niggas might have been street as hell, niggas might have been country, whatever the fuck, but one of them niggas done. So, back to your original question, when we started Dungeon Family, see, I always go 360, like that, don't you?
Yes.
I had one requirement for my goddamn 2500. No ignorant shit, bro. We just ain't finna be no dumbass, nah. I don't give a fuck what you doing, gangster, whatever. You comedy, I'm gonna fuck. Just don't be ignorant with that shit. Like, don't put no shit down. That's a disgrace to hip hop. That's all I had. Other than that, shit, turn that motherfucker on, let rap.
Get active.
And then, you know what I'm saying? I just talk a lot. Like, see, I'm saying, you have like 2 questions, I've been talking like 3 hours.
Man, I appreciate you.
So goddamn.
What are you talking about?
So I like to talk. So that nigga Rico was like, yo, like Ray was doing a beat. I'm like talking about whatever. He like, man, you do that shit on Outkast album. The way you be talking and the beat be going, that shit kind of tight. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
You just talking over beat. Nigga, I rapping. You know what I'm saying? I do a break on that. Okay, man. Push on the shove. Everybody know about this story. I'm told 1,000 times. Rico said I had operated under the American system for too long. I said, okay, bam. I did like a definition of Outkast, wrote that shit. Just wanted to say it slick or whatever. Round to real depth effects at the end, just on some cool shit, just let nigga know which real nigga.
Yeah.
And the next thing, no, you're spoken word for no, nigga, no.
I'm a rapper.
That's why nigga, I was like, nah, nigga, I'm an MC, nigga. I ain't know none of that. No, fuck nigga. I ain't, don't try to, box me in.
Yeah. Let me transition
I ain't
over
no
here.
goddamn poet. I'm not a spoken word artist. I'm a lyricist. I don't give a fuck what kind of lyrics it is. You want to write a country song, that motherfucker, we'll write that motherfucker. If it's lyrics and a song,
Yeah.
I don't give a damn what kind it is. I might can't sing it, but I can damn sure write it.
Now, when you talk about writing and being a lyricist, like, what did you start reading that really just sharpened your brain to the point where you could spit out these words? I had to Google some of the stuff Rube saying.
I just like words. Like, you know how some people are just really good with numbers or notes or their hands or whatever? Words, I can't explain it. It's like Legos to me. Like Lego, like say Lego. It's like when you say words, I can't help but like, it's almost like when you say words, they be like, and some of them connect with each other, and some of them don't. They go over there, and then if I'm actually thinking about it, them shits be jumping up. It's kind of like they always in my peripheral in the first place. You remember on the Avenger when they got there, he was like, you got to get mad. He said, see, that's what you don't understand. I'm always mad. He took to the hole real quick, and then punch they got that alien out. That's how it is. Like the words is like in my peripheral all the time. I just have to try to do shit the fucking way. Like, especially when you're talking to me. That's why I be like, man, don't say no dumb shit to me because it just fills my brain up with that shit floating in front of me. Like, leave me alone. Like for real. Like you get a song stuck in your head. I get words stuck in my head. I start fixating on like different ways you say it, what it mean, where it come from, what rhyme with it. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. So, I just like words.
You got a passion for words. But I appreciate your time. I appreciate your words. I appreciate your appearance. It's one thing to like call somebody on the phone, but the legit have you here?
Shit. Well, I mean, goddamn, the time I came over here, you remember you let me shoot a video in this motherfucker?
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir. Siri,
Castle
House. In the penthouse. Charlie said, that's not nice.
Hey, Siri, Cosmos.
That's
man,
crazy.
I appreciate you for real. This has been Big Rube with Dr. Erica Jones, the Art of Transition podcast. Man, it's been such a pleasure.
I appreciate you having me.
Man, you done transitioned into so many different things in this last year. I think I last seen you on Jimmy Fallon.
We did Tonight Show. Shit, you know what I'm saying? We did the when they started back doing concerts in Atlanta.
Yeah, the parking lot concert.
We did what's the name of shit? Centennial Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Just trying to pick back up. Good Mob album just dropped.
Ooh.
That shit stupid.
Man, it is.
That shit is ridiculous, but that's a lot of shit coming, you know what I'm saying?
I heard you on 2 Chainz situation too. Yeah. 2 Chainz and Ross.
Yep.
Young Rich and Black.
Yeah, 2 Chainz got down and fucking Ross and I'm in the middle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Doing your thing. I heard you on that too. Man, I'm listening. I'm plugged in. I'm happy to have you here. And I can't wait to see what 2021 holds.
Yep.
I really can't.
It's got to be better than what we've been getting.
Please. Thank you.
Yeah, I already know.
Welcome to the Sixth Sense Foundation.